King Alcohol has many forms by which he catches men. He is a beast of many horns, and ever thus has been. For there's rum, and gin, and beer, and wine, and brandy of logwood hue, and hawk, and port, and flip, combined to make a man look blue. He says be merry, for his good sherry, and Tom and Jerry, champagne and perry, and spirits of every hue.
I mean, you did that with all authority, too.
I hit keyboards with purpose.
Yeah, and it did nothing.
I liked it. It turned me on a little bit.
I mean, probably shortened the life expectancy of that key a couple
True.
of years.
Well, yeah, you know. But hey, welcome to another edition of the Blind Pig Confessions.
I know, I can't believe you're all listening still.
I know. Come on, what's wrong with you people? You need to get some stuff. Get something else to do.
Oh my God, we got beer coming.
We haven't even started the show, and all the beers are flying in. It's beautiful. We love it. That's how we get started here. So, with us on another rousing edition of the Blind Pig Confessions, Mr. Dougie Fresh.
Hello.
Grizz.
What's that?
Jordan.
Yo.
And Cowboy, of course.
Well, howdy, folks.
There you go.
Are we going back to this whole intro thing?
No, I was trying. I kind of like trying to get an actual intro in sometimes.
I know.
But
Every now and then.
because there's how often it's been a while since this many have kind of been together again.
Yeah.
Other than a festival. Than a festival.
Yeah, we were just together at.
We're on the road. We took a road trip
Rock
on a
the
Thursday.
Junction. Oh, but tonight, yeah. But
Yeah.
MashCraft was there? There Rock the Junction.
No,
Was MashCraft? No, MashCraft. No, they were at Pies and Pints,
Pies and
which
Pints.
you were not at.
Yeah.
Me and the Cowboy were at Pies
Yes.
and
Yeah.
Pints.
that was a good night.
It was a good night. It ended up actually being very good. They did a lot. They did really good this year.
Yeah,
on
it was
that last one.
And by the way, we're at MashCraft Brewing.
There you go. There you go. Going to MashCraft. These guys we met, we caught back up with at Pies and Pints.
Check out any of their three centrally located, but not centrally located to Cowboy.
So we, Griswold and I actually came in here last Friday, and we were sitting here having some lunch, which their food is excellent here, by the
It's
way.
a horrible day then. Just shot.
I know, right? So then we sat here and we drank some beers. We got to talking to him. We set up a show for tonight. Unfortunately, the GM can't be with us this evening, at least not at the moment. He may show up. We don't know. He's a couple doors down doing an event. Set up the show for tonight and had some really good beer that day, like really good beer.
All right.
So we decided to come in here and bring the whole crew and sample some and talk about it.
Awesome.
So, well, I mean, we can ask him, but do you guys know when these guys open in Fishers? I don't know when this
Fishers
fairly
is
new.
less than a year.
That's what I thought.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's less than a year.
We're in the location where there was another place.
So Greenwood that's the original, correct?
Greenwood's OG. Yep.
Okay.
And does very well down there.
Does it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Absolutely it does.
Have you been to that one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I've been to that one numerous times, actually.
Awesome.
They do very... And MashCraft's just good, solid beer. Like the good quality beer in Indianapolis.
Yeah.
Got their start from home brewing, but they all know each other.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Final Gravity, damn it, Great Fermentations.
Right.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for. They've all, they've all fixated towards MashCraft, I guess. So one guy came from MashCraft, from Great Fermentations, but they use Final Gravity quite a bit for beer at this time.
Yeah, north or south.
Speaking of
Wait, did you
beer.
say the assistant brewer was from Beer Brewery?
Mhm.
Right?
No, the bartender that's here
Oh, the bartender that's
either
here.
was or is an assistant brewer at Beer Brewery.
Well, they're also, I'm looking at, because I was researching them and all that, but their assistant brewer, Dustin, actually, I mean, he used to do homebrew stuff with Bobby Clean over at, Mind Over Mash, who's got the mind, which we still need to get to at some point. We were letting him get his feet underneath him on getting the new place, but I think he's been open a year now, over there.
I think he just had it, or he's coming up on his 1 year.
You just had it,
show.
one of them, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I remember seeing some ad for it.
But yeah, when you're saying everybody knows everybody, yeah, because everybody's pretty well brewed with everybody at home around this town.
Yeah.
They're either part of the Foam Blowers or somebody else or one of the other, brew clubs. And so everybody kind of knows everybody.
All right, well, we should probably start sampling some beer.
Beer,
I'm
beer,
going to
beer.
just pass around number
Yes,
one
please.
on the menu. I'm going to talk about a little
Which
bit
is-
here while
yeah.
while everybody's taking a quick sample. So this is actually the How High. Indiana High Vines and How Farms come together annually to create a custom hop blend. It is used exclusively to make a heavily resinous juice with notes of lemon and melon. It's a 7.7 with a 79 IBU.
7 and 7.
7.7.
Seagram 7 and Sprite.
So on this one, it's got some sweetness to it, but in this particular beer, I think the sweetness works perfectly with it. I really enjoy it.
It's actually not bad. The hops are fine.
Yeah.
I think we let it warm up a little bit too much.
It's a clear NEPA.
Yeah.
It's I would know.
I would.
Really?
Oh,
You
I
classify that as a,
I don't know
really?
if I'd call it a clear NEPA, but
I would.
it's an IPA.
The flavor.
I
the
get more
IBUs
IPA.
are,
It's sticky a little bit.
it's-
But it
yeah,
needs
but
to-
the
needs to
IBUs
be a little
are-
colder. Huh?
Yes, it needs to be
Yeah,
colder.
so
We
it's
let it
nice.
warm up.
Yeah, but
That was
it's
This
our
is our
problem.
warmest flight, yeah.
That one would be great. I think that would be really good. That'd be pretty refreshing, nice and cold on that one.
I like that
It is.
Griswold's last, and he just downs the rest of it.
Of course. Well, if we
That's-
gave it to him first, we wouldn't be able to sample any.
That's why he's the anchor. If this was Tug of War, he'd definitely be our anchor.
What is this?
This is number 2.
Wow, we're going fast.
Well, we have 16, so we're not going that fast. This is the Maverick. It is American IPA with Citra, 7.7 and 72 IBUs. So it is a tribute to their friend Clay Davis.
right.
Join us in celebrating his life with a toast in the pint to his award-winning recipe.
All right, I don't know what I did. I really haven't been drinking at all, but instead of smelling the beer, I smelled my microphone.
I
I hope that wasn't a Mullins microphone.
I now officially do that every time I sit at this table.
But yours is
Just
for
to be
nostalgia.
careful.
No, why is that careful? You should just actually put a plastic bag over every mic you get.
That smells sounds.
I thought you were doing it just for nostalgia's sake. On, oh, I miss you,
I
Mullins.
sit down, I'm like, oh, safe tonight. Okay.
I do miss that man.
I do. I haven't
Sorry.
seen him in a while.
Sorry, Grizz. I might have drank the. What was that? Was the American IPA?
That's a Maverick. Yes.
It's not bad. No, I mean the color's good.
Grizz knows he's had it on. He had it last
Yeah,
Friday.
the IBUs are fine on that one. It's not too
aroma
bitter.
is-
Anything
Aroma a
citrus.
little off on you.
Yeah.
I wonder
But it's not a beer that's, it's in my.
in your repertoire. Period.
It's not. So,
It's citra hop.
but
yeah.
the taste wasn't bad. It's a good beer. I just
No, it's got a decent hop profile to it. Mouth feels
it's nice
good.
and smooth. Yeah.
A little slightly more caramel color on that one.
Love it when a mouth feels good.
Oh well, of course.
So I don't.
Don't we all?
Not that we're just going to rush through all the beers, but I don't have number 3 in my lot. Somebody else has number 3.
Well, what's number 3 say? What's the title?
The title of number 3
Well,
is
they all have numbers on
Stretch.
them. So
Oh, did he put numbers? I didn't see the numbers.
yeah. So again, Jordan has it right by him.
Never
It does.
mind,
It-
Jordan's
it's,
an
yeah,
idiot.
it's literally in front of you. It's
Yeah.
just not in the other 4.
Yeah.
So math is hard. We know this for Jordan. It's kind of
No, that's just reading.
oh okay.
At that
Reading's
point,
hard.
at that
think
point
it's
that's
both.
not math.
Pretty sure it's both.
So this one says, I'm outdoorsy in that I like getting drunk on patios.
Oh, so we will and we've said it to before. We're honest to the sites on beers. We've told them we're not gonna we don't just kind of sugarcoat stuff. So I'm gonna go with your face isn't looking good on this one.
It's light.
There's a
Just a light beer.
there's
like-
a
I mean, it's
slight,
got to be just a.
yeah, but there's a slight bacon to it.
Bacon?
Yeah, but just like the smoked aspect of it.
Really?
No, I didn't get smoked. I got bacon and moss.
Grab another list over there, so
Peat
Jordan,
moss.
because we're leaving it all up to Jordan to read.
Well,
And
again,
we've already demonstrated Jordan has a problem.
I get a lightness and a mossiness to
Oh
it.
wow! Actually, yeah, I get
It's a
some
session.
smokiness out of there.
Yeah.
It's a session IPA.
Yeah,
dig-
absolutely, some smokiness out
You
of
got
that.
I
smoky?
actually,
Huh.
I'm
Yeah.
actually not too bad on that one. It's got a little. It's got some complexity to it.
Yeah, I actually kind of dig that, and I think it's the smokiness that kind
Yeah.
of comes out, but it's light. It's very light.
It's very light, but it's also, I mean, even at the temperature it's at right now, that one's a little colder because that one was one of our newer flights that came out. But it's not for everybody.
I don't get
It's-
bacon, but I definitely get smokiness.
Yeah.
out of it.
See, I didn't get any
But
smoky.
I think
got more
you're
of a
that Ralph
mossy.
beer.
You ain't getting enough fucking douse. I don't know.
What the hell? What's wrong with you?
I don't
There's no smoky aroma, that's for sure. But
No,
definitely
no, the
I
aroma's
definitely
not
get
there.
it out of that.
Well, when you have a nose as big as mine, the aroma's 90% of the battle.
Granted.
What's it smell like, Jordan?
Here, let me take it across the street.
It's not
real
far
quick.
enough away.
Try it again. I
You
don't
got to
know.
put
I
that
really
in
get-
another
I
city.
get a big smoke taste out of that.
Yeah, I mean
It's
that's
light, but it's
very
there.
light. But there's that's what I'm saying. It's light. It's actually complex for as
I
light as it is.
kinda dig
Usually,
it.
I was expected to be like a light pilsner or
That's
something.
what I thought. I was just gonna thought it was.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be water. I thought it was gonna be
It's-
water. It's actually
dry, and I
Yes,
I
it
still
is.
get moss.
Very
it's a
dry.
session IPA.
Yeah,
I mean-
I don't get any smoke out of it.
Smoky moss.
Unfortunately,
Smoky moss. It's peated moss.
There you go.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Ugh.
love that. You don't like the peated moss?
So-
I don't like peat.
Oh yeah, you didn't like the he wasn't big on the peat monster.
Sorry,
No.
but number 4 is about out. But I think Cowboy already tried it. You already tried
Yeah.
it. I already tried it. Griswold tried it. Pat, you're the last one.
Yeah, I already had it.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a new one.
This
I'm
is
sorry.
4. This is easy.
It's easy like
Just
a
like
Sunday
Cowboy.
morning.
All right, Cowboy,
it's a
read us
hef-
what.
so this
read us
one's a
what
hefty.
easy is.
It's a very light, heavy.
Oh,
Very
absolutely.
light on
Number
the-
4.
Creamy, dry, effervescent, and refreshing with notes of banana and clove.
Oh, I get the banana on that. I don't get the
Real light. Clove
Yeah.
is very light, but it's there
clove
in the
is
back
very
end.
light.
You got to wait for it a minute. The clove kind of comes through in the afterwards, but
Yeah,
it's,
I get quite a bit of banana on it.
The only problem on that is it's so light. You have to. I mean, not problem, but the banana doesn't really come out unless you take like a big swig of it.
Mhm.
You know, I mean, you gotta take a
Yeah.
big gulp of it.
But it's an all-day
Jordan, you know
drinker.
what that's like.
Mhm.
I do.
It is an all-day
Big gulping.
Big gulper.
Yeah, I like the banana notes on that one. I think it's a clean. That one's got some clean, hefty banana. Just very light.
It's
That's a
easy. It's
very
definitely
light,
an
hefty.
all-day Hefeweizen.
Oh, yeah,
You
super
can just
cold.
sit and- yeah.
Super cold.
Yeah,
That'd
just
be.
Sip on that in the back deck any day. Yep.
Well, chug them down on the back deck for
Yeah. Yeah.
too much.
Is it what's the ABV on her? 5.5.
5.5. Again, super easy from our standards.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 5.5 is a light beer for us.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
A lot of
Come on,
5.5s
man.
are
You know
easy.
that. As much as we've done this, I have trouble retaining some of the different kinds of beers in the session IPA versus Imperials and this and the Rauch beers. It's a lot. It's a lot to know. BJCP judges,
So much-
I
don't
could
even know how
never
they
be
do it,
one.
because that stuff blends so much. People call shit. I don't even know how they're calling it. It's just I don't know
Yeah.
how they do it. But some of that stuff too, a lot of people wouldn't get their stuff in because they don't follow the rules of.
Correct. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they might call it something that they'd never get away with.
Well, and
in the
nowadays, I
competition.
mean, white stouts and things that are just abnormal. I don't want to call them abnormal because a lot of them are delicious, but they cross the lines, and I don't know how the judges or the organizations can put those into a category.
They classify them as specialty beers.
Well,
Is that what they do? Just it's just a special beer?
Well, because I mean, like Founders All Day IPA is a session.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a session IPA, but entirely different flavor profile. But
Oh, yeah.
still clean drinking and all
Mhm.
that. So, but it's meant to be so for the with here in case the BJCP has a session category for each style. So you can have different style. You can have a session something else session, but all I normally see is session IPA. And the GABF also has a specific session category featuring all low ABV styles. As far as
So is a
Well,
session a lower ABV? Is that part of the statistic
yeah,
on
that
it?
seems to be part of it. Yes, lower 5.5 is a bit high for a session.
So session is all-day drinker, basically.
kind of but
So
it's just
in
how
layman's
it's how
terms, you
they're
call that
made.
the all-day drinker category.
Mhm.
Well, hence the name all-day IPA.
Right.
Thank you, Cowboy.
Well, yeah, because the original classification was workers were allotted 2 drinking periods or sessions of 4 hours each workday. This called for a lighter beer than your everyday stout or porter, allowing workers to drink more beer without getting too pissed in the English sense, or getting drunk. So that's kind of where it came from on some of it. It's just a lighter style of beer.
See, here in Indiana, there used to be at lunch 4-drink maximum.
Oh yeah,
So
that would be a minimum here in Indiana, but
no, it's a maximum, and you could go back to work at that point.
oh yeah, I remember hearing about the days when you could go have a beer. You went and had beers at lunch, and you came back to work.
Yeah,
A
I've
lot
heard
of
of those days.
There's
A
still
lot
some
of factory
places around
workers
like
do it.
Yeah,
Heard of those days.
can't do that anymore.
No, you,
you know,
sure
but-
can't.
Well, where Hunter works, they have a keg, and after the last 2 hours of the day or whatever,
Yeah.
they can go hit the keg and have like 2 beers or something.
I know people who have that too. They've got kegs and stuff sitting in the office, and yeah, for the last 2 hours, go ahead if you've finished all your work.
Oh, Angie's List
then-
used to be. They would. You bought a $10 cup, you could fill it up all day, as much as you want, as long as you were getting your work done. If
Oh,
they had
wow.
if they had to come talk to you, then it was a different story.
Cool. Jordan, is that
So I would last about a half a day.
him behind you, or
Yeah.
is that someone else?
I don't know.
That manager's right behind you.
Yeah,
I think.
that's it.
okay. All right. Yeah. That's what I thought. So, we might actually get our guest on, which means Charlie or the other chair will have to get emptied. So no, I mean it's the first 4 not bad. I mean, really, nothing.
They're easy drinkers. That's what they're
nice,
for.
Easy
That's
drinkers.
what they're made for. They're
and it's summer. This is the time for easy drinkers.
They're good crossovers for people to get introduced to.
Oh,
craft beer.
definitely, yeah, definitely.
Which every brewery has to have that.
You have to. Yeah.
But it's an easy way to, well, try this. Okay, you kind of like that?
Yeah.
Well, let's lead you down this path.
I do like the fact that they have, because some of the breweries don't have. They actually on their board, they've got 3 volumes of beers for you can get 3 different glass amounts for every beer.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them, you get just the one. You get a pint, or if it's a higher ABV, you get the sniffer. But they got a nice. They give you a choice on all of them so you don't have to buy one and get a big one. You can try it and then get a big one later if you really like it.
The only other place I know close by does that is Redemption does the same thing but they have the same type of menu board.
Right. Yeah. Well, yeah, they're using the whatever. What is that?
It's like an app.
Well, yeah, it's one of a lot of them use, and you can also check in on the beer apps and stuff.
Untapped?
No, it's not Untapped. It's somebody else, but it's linked to Untapped too, so all the stuff comes across as well. But it's the electronic boards, which I like.
I do.
Because they're nice and easy to update and easy to read.
Do any of you still use Untapped?
No, I quit. It got
Just Warren.
It got hard to do it.
Just Warren?
Yeah.
It got hard to keep up with it, man.
I know.
Well,
And I was pretty sure at some point someone was going to just have an intervention.
well, especially in what we do. I mean, we'll sit here and we'll have easily 30 beers sometimes between all of us.
Between all of us.
Holy moly, that person's drunk as shit all the time.
I worry it's going to alert somebody.
Like Untapped, actually.
Untapped flag, yeah.
It's going to call my mom. It's going to call my mama. So your son might be an alcoholic.
We need a next of kin contact for you.
But then you get the people who we won't speak of who would go into a liquor store and go in front of the freaking cabinet and just start writing down all the beers, everything in there like they had
that one.
I had that one. You had this one. It's like, wow, you drink a ton of beer in 10 minutes, dude.
In a 3-minute stand.
I'm on 8,000 beers in a weekend.
Well, that's what I'd kind of say. I'd have to, if I was going to do it again, I'd have to play catch up, and then it'd look like that and just look ridiculous.
Yeah,
I still think it's a good one. Although I get a little annoyed on some of them because it's almost like it's like a Yelp review. Someone will try it and they'll be like, "Oh, I don't really, not really my style," and they'll give it a 1 star. Well, it's not really a 1 star if it wasn't your style. Now, if it was straight up nasty, fine, give it a 1 star.
Yeah,
but
give a shit about that.
Some of
stuff
that
on
gets
there.
a little bit off because people don't know how to properly review stuff.
What I did like it for was putting my own reviews and on what I did, because we drink so many freaking beer, you forget.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So then it's like, oh, yeah, I like that one. Then you can see where it's
Yeah,
at, where
it's a way
it's
to
available.
list.
And you can see where it's available at.
Exactly.
So that's what's nice, is even if you're out of the area, if it's a brewery that's not in your area, you can say, hey, this place has got this beer available. So it is nice for that.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's what I use it for most of the time. Now, you got Warrens who just want to.
So they don't have it on the
everything.
menu now, but on Friday they had a sour.
Oh, they did.
And we were here, and I got it to sample it, and I drank it, and
you
I
did.
said, and what did I actually say? I
First
said,
words out of his mouth
Patrick
was,
would like this.
Pat would love this.
I said, Pat would love this. This is definitely Pat's jam right here. I was like, it's not bad. I mean, I can drink it, but Pat would absolutely give this
Nice. Well, if you
5 stars.
Did you sample or did you get a glass?
I got one of these.
Okay, but that's still pretty good because usually you can't finish even a.
No, I don't mind the sours as much as these guys, but I mean, it was. I knew it was a good sour, but
Awesome.
wasn't necessarily for my taste.
Awesome, man.
But I could identify that Pat would love it.
Yep.
So
I do like my sours, and it's the right time for sours.
I wish they
tell
had it
you.
on here because it was really, really. I mean, it was sour.
Maybe he's got some in the back. We'll check. Well, I tell you what. Let's take a break.
Yeah, we got a lot of beer on the table.
A lot
We'll
of beer on the
take a
table.
quick
We'll
break.
take a quick break and come right back.
All right.
Cheers.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to the Blind Pig Confessions. I am Kevin Furtick Realty with Remax Legends Group. And you can reach me at 317-869-7646 or at Gmail at kevinfurtickrealtor@gmail.com. If you have Facebook, hey, Kevin Furtick Realty. If you have Twitter, the Kevin Furtick. If you have Instagram, ladies and gentlemen, one more thing, the Kevin Furtick. Ladies and gentlemen, I would love to be your realtor, and I would love to be able to raise your hand and say, the champ is home.
This is Ron Smith, and you're listening to Blind Pig Confessions.
Go jump
It's
right
the
into
table.
Here we go.
number 5.
Coming back from our I don't know what you. I don't know.
Somebody talk about number 5 while we sample.
At least
Mama-
we're doing a list
Mama
I don't
number
I
5?
don't mind doing.
Mambo number 5?
Not like our old list.
Yeah. What was our old list?
Yeah.
What was our old list?
No, not on the show.
Oh.
Oh,
What was the old?
every show.
Oh my
What
god.
was that?
Today's list is
Who do you like better?
Oh, okay.
One.
Mesh. This is this.
he got so bad.
Yeah, like that. I'll have to edit that out, Pat.
Yeah.
No, I say we leave that in.
No, we're leaving all kinds of shit in.
Yeah.
All right, so this one's the
Fuck it.
Josie. This is a Belgian-style saison
I think it's Jose.
with an Indie Highbines Columbus hops.
I just ate my kid's bacon, and that beer went like perfect with the bacon. Like no joke.
Oh, really?
This one?
Yeah,
Ah.
Josie?
yeah, it went perfect
No, it's,
with the
it's
bacon.
Hosey.
Jose?
So that is Columbus hops, correct?
I think it's
Oh
Fozzie.
yeah, that's the
Yeah.
that's got some heft to it.
Yeah.
So remember, we tried brewing with Columbus hops one time.
I think we did, but
We did.
Is that one of the beers still in my? Was that our IPA or was that our saison?
No, that was not our saison.
No, not our saison. Okay.
No.
But yeah, no, I mean, it tastes it. It's got some heft to it. It's got that hoppiness to it. So
It did. And I think the bacon literally paired
Oh,
perfect
yeah?
with it because
But
the
it's
salt was still. I still had the salt and the grease in my mouth, and that just like
Charlie, quit
worked
eating. I'm
really
gonna eat your
well.
bacon.
I got
now.
something. I got something salty for you.
Yeah. I don't think there's any salt left in that, man. It's old and withered.
Cowboy, give him a little bacon and pack him and fill him up with a little salt.
At least create a paste then.
Oh,
You know,
damn! That ain't right at all.
Like a cement mixer.
Shame on you, son.
we're gonna go into number 6 beer here, but we're gonna make Griswold.
That was fast.
We're gonna make Griswold read
Yeah,
it.
Listen,
Grizz
time
does. Yeah, Grizz doesn't talk a lot.
I don't know if he
Get him in here.
Can you read?
Oh, damn!
He's not just a security guard.
It's
son.
hard sometimes. The
What
big
is?
words bother me. And
The
don't-
bigger
don't
bigger
make
they
me
are,
go
the
there.
more you're bothered.
The IPA, he has a problem with that one.
Eepa.
Is that IPA? What? Is that what you play music with? The IPA? All right, start talking, son.
well, damn it.
Number
Just
6.
interrupt.
Number 6.
This is the their version of the Imperial IPA.
The
I'll
IPA
just-
Lupu?
Yeah, I wouldn't even.
IIAPALUPU.
I gave him the hard one on purpose.
I bet
I
you
figured
did.
that's why you did it.
That's a double IPA.
It's their
Loompa
holiday
Loompa.
gift to you as an Imperial version
Yeah,
of our
that's-
much loved IPA.
Yeah, it's their Imperial IPA. Which what? Is that the Imperial? What does the Imperial impart to it? I mean, is that just the higher ABV ones? I can't
The,
remember.
Yeah,
the ABV
aged.
is 10.1.
It's
Holy
usually gonna be,
moly!
more sugar, more sweetness.
But it's not.
No,
It's-
that's very
it's-
light.
really?
10.1.
Wow, that can't be 10.1. That's sneaky.
Yeah.
That can't be 10.1. No
That's-
way. Are we sure we marked that one right?
Yeah.
We didn't mark it; they did.
Ooh, man.
That's a dangerous 10.1 right there.
Hell yeah, it is. What the hell? I can't taste it.
It's heavy though. I mean, it's
I mean, I get the
heaviness.
alcohol burn on the exhale, but
There's no way.
there's no way that's
If
no
so-
way. Someone
if-
marked that wrong.
Yeah, if so, I'm gonna start drinking that on a daily.
Yeah, on a daily basis.
There's no fucking way.
There's
Kids are bothering me. Go get me my
we might need to, we,
my
might,
Lupu.
we might need to go get another sample of that to make sure it's the
If
same
it is,
friggin'
they
beer.
did a damn good job.
Holy crap!
But there's no fucking way.
There's no. I mean,
Yeah, if that's
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 what it
10
says it
if
was.
that's
that is
10.1,
dry. That's dry. It is dry.
Oh
It
yeah,
is-
and
There's
it's heavy. It's got a heavy texture to it.
And
but
I
it's-
can
not
feel
a-
alcohol burn on the exhale, but not on the not. I can't feel it when I swallow.
I don't.
There you go. See, I set him up.
and even though we're not on that show anymore, Brendan, our minds still go there occasionally.
Boy, that derailed quick.
I can't.
We're sad.
I'm,
I want to go get
I
another.
think
We need to go get another check
no,
of that.
Yeah, because
I would like to talk
that's
to somebody
amazing.
about that one. Yeah.
Yeah, Jordan.
I'm
Jordan's
gonna
going to go get
one just
another
to
one
make
just
sure.
to ask because that's. Yeah, if that's the same, then that's amazing.
Yeah.
And we'll be like, you need to come here and just
There's
drink that
no-
one.
Yeah.
Because wow,
That's way too you would be so and
that would be dangerous.
you'd have to get that. There's not
Yeah.
available in.
Are you
Snifter,
sure?
Right?
What does it say on the front of that? What's the name?
Lupu.
Oh, it is the Lupu.
Lupu,
Jesus.
poo, poo.
Wow. I mean, now I'm just taken
Now,
aback
what's
by
it
that
say
one.
up there? I can't
I
read
can't
that
read
far.
it.
Let alone I can't read A, but B. What's it say up
Oh,
there?
good grief! I can't read up there.
It's up there. It says Lupu.
What's the
Does it say
ABV
10% too? Because it can't be 10.1 because they got that in the full pour, like
Oh,
16
that's-
ounce.
Yeah, that's what I was sitting there thinking.
Yeah, that's
that
why
can't be
it's in the
10.1. Is that 10.1? What's it say on the board too? Because they sell that in a 16 ouncer.
10.1.
Oh no, they sell it in a. No, it's not the large one. They only got two of them for that, so it's got to be in the higher ABV.
Yeah, because that quad that's coming up here in a few.
I ordered up another one. I said, "Can you bring us another one directly, and then we'll try it again and see if it's
awesome." Well, let's move on. We'll come back to that one, I guess.
Yeah, let's drink a bunch more 10s.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay, so this is the number 7.
Number
I'm
7.
talking about the IBUs
Charlie
on that
took
was
your-
110. That's light. I mean, that's heavy for
That's
being.
It should be bitter.
None of
That's
that
what I'm
makes
saying.
sense.
None of it. If they did this, they did
I think
spectacular
they're
on
lying.
that. They must be.
Has to be.
Well, we're definitely gonna
110
talk about
IBUs
that
on
one.
Here it
because
comes.
He's
It's
bringing
the
it now,
same
and it's
thing.
the same damn color.
It's the same one, isn't it?
Holy
Oh my God,
Jesus.
that would be so dangerous.
Double check. Jordan does the double check on the Lupu.
I'll hold that.
It's
one
the same one? Holy
Like,
crap.
get a brewer out here.
Yeah.
It's ice cold now, so taste it because it tastes a little different, but it's still the same one. It's got that heaviness to it, but no alcohol burn, no sweetness, no dry finish to it.
Hey, put some in your pocket. Let's test it later. I don't believe him.
Not your front pocket.
Well, we're all gonna believe it after we. Hey, Jordan, go get number 9 of that. Let's try one more time. Make sure it's 10.1.
It goes down
damn.
so smooth.
That's impossible. That is impossible.
Well, when he comes on the show with us here in a few, we're gonna be talking about that beer.
Yes. We are going to, we're going to, because
I would be exploiting that
Clark.
fucking beer.
all
I mean,
over.
'cause
I
that's-
mean,
if that's amazing.
that's
yeah.
you could transition a non-craft beer drinker into that and then just get them fucked up.
Time out Beer Olympics with that.
Oh.
I know where I'm bringing my next date.
Yeah.
This tastes really light. 3 beers later.
This goes down smoother than Bud Light.
I don't even need to drop a roofie in
And
that
it's
one.
really light. I don't.
Oh my god! It's just a light beer. I figured you would like it. Yeah.
It's a good transition beer. Oh, you only drink Bud Light? Here, try this.
I love MashCraft. They save me money on roofies.
Oh, we're all going to hell.
That is
Yes.
awesome. No, I mean, I am taken aback by that one.
Yeah,
If that
dude,
isn't
it's amazing.
Like I would be mad if I got that in a 10 because I'd be like, why didn't I get a
Wow.
pint?
And I'm not. I mean, if I was to drink that, it's not a beer that's like, oh wow, it's not an incredible tasting beer by any means. It's a good beer,
But for
It's
what
good.
it is,
That's what I'm
it's-
saying. But I wouldn't like seek that out and go, oh my god, I gotta have some more of that Lupa. But I'd buy the shit out of that just because that's something you could drink on the back deck, and I'm amazed by what it is.
Yeah, and for an
Uh,
imperial,
I would say it's an
IPA,
amazing beer for
I mean,
what it
the
is.
taste
Absolutely.
Is all right. I mean, the taste is good. It's a good
it's
clean
nice,
beer.
clean, but it's
It's-
a boat. It's an all-day drinker.
Yeah,
but it's
it's just-
10.1%.
That's what amazes me. Just
There's no
and
chewiness.
The IBUs are 110. None of it makes any sense.
Yeah, 110 IBUs on that. He better go back and double check that keg that it's tapped into. Watch, we're drinking Coors Light.
We're actually going around as MashCraft Red Note though.
Yeah, the red ale. This is their base red ale. They're
Which
amber. No, sorry. This is their. Yeah, they're red. They're amber ale.
Which I'm not typically a red fan, and it tastes like any. It shouldn't taste like any red. It tastes like a red.
No.
But
Yeah.
A
this
little too
one,
sweet for me.
I like the one they did. This we'll have coming up. They got one that they've done with a coffee infused. I think it's
Yeah,
I think
that's
it's the
what
same thing, but it's got the coffee infused.
But I
one.
like this. I'm not typically a red guy either, but this and Jeremiah Red from.
I like
reminds
this
me a
one.
lot
of
Yeah, I like this one more than some of the typicals because it's got more of the kind of a more of a burnt
Earthy.
flavor.
Malty, burnt,
the
yeah, a
earthy-
little,
than,
yeah.
Than I don't like when they
Jeremiah
It's
Red's
not
good. I
overly
like that
sweet.
Yeah.
Well, red's usually a lot
times sweet.
sweeter. This
Yeah,
is
a lot of
drier,
times-
Yeah.
more woodsy.
There's definitely
kinda.
some sweetness to it, but it's not overly sweet.
No, and
a
I
lot of
like
times
this, yeah.
reds are kick you in the face.
And that's
sweetness.
actually
I
what
don't
I've kind of
like that
noticed
shit.
on the beers we've had so far. Nothing's overly sweet.
No.
They've got good flavors to them.
Yeah.
They're really
No.
clean. They're clean.
That's the
Nothing
thing.
leaves a taste, any kind of weird taste in your mouth afterwards. No bad aftertaste.
And I think that's the best thing about MashCraft. All their beer is so clean.
Oh yeah, I haven't had anything that's just kind of.
What beer
No.
here did you say that I couldn't drink about 10 of those?
What?
What
Oh yeah,
beer-
no,
yeah.
I could drink. Yeah, all of these.
I
are
know which
pretty
one
easy.
I shouldn't.
Yeah. I haven't found that one yet.
That 10%er.
It's gonna be like Grizz and his Dragon's Milk problem.
That was the best
Yeah,
ever.
I love
Is that a problem?
Brand new
I
to
don't-
the-
do
I
this
don't-
now.
I don't think that was a problem.
Well, no, but you know what I mean.
He was
yeah.
brand
It
new
was
to
the
the
next
craft
day.
scene, and we turned him into a monster.
Yeah. Well,
Well,
when
like
you
I
put
said,
Dragon's Milk on tap for $2 a beer,
Yeah, when
You know,
it's
I don't-
when it was that cheap,
you're like hell yeah, I'm doing that.
keep sending.
What I don't get about the Dragon's Milk is this stuff is so damn good, just Dragon's Milk is it's an incredible beer, but all the variants. I'm sorry, too many of them haven't been.
Especially as of late.
And they've been doing. They put them out so often now. It seems like it's like every freaking week they got a new one out.
It'd be one thing. It was like once a quarter.
Yeah, scale back. I don't know. It just seems like now they're putting them out all the freaking. Seems like one's out. Next thing I know, there's 3 more that I didn't. I'm like, what the fuck?
But how was that white one?
I didn't like it.
No.
Nope. Didn't care for it. The banana one was. I haven't really cared for any of them in a while.
Plain old Dragon's Milk's good.
The Dragon's Milk's just amazing. I do love that chai one. That chai Dragon's Milk was amazing.
Oh, chai,
you get a nice good sense of spice to that. Yeah.
But back then seemed like they were only putting them out every quarter. It didn't seem like they're now. It just seems like every
like a monthly variant.
And it's like
you can't saturate the market with that.
Yeah, but they realized, people are buying this.
But they're buying it. Hey, they're doing what Zombie Dust did. Hey, if people are buying up, let's just keep shelling it out there, and people are going to keep buying it.
Yeah,
we'll do it.
That reminds me back to the old show we used to be on too, where one of the guys on there had the beer delivered, and the one time we got on the show, he had like oyster variants. You remember the show, like the oyster show was like oyster beer 1, 2, 3, 4, and 7. Yeah. Like all these oyster beer variants. I'm like, why are we doing this? Why is there so many variances of a nasty oyster beer?
Yeah.
I mean, one was good.
Delicious oyster beers.
There are some. Yeah.
Well, no, those were not though, if you remember. But
there are. I mean, there are.
Those are the early days.
Sometimes I think people get. Well, it's like anything else. People hit something that works, and then next thing you know, they were trying to just hit it all.
And I like variants, but not every month.
No,
maybe a couple a year or something like that.
Yeah, make it, and make it something worthwhile to grab a bottle of.
Sanitarium does Sanitarium, and then they do Barrel Aged Sanitarium. They do twice a year release, and they're both incredible beers.
But
I did some.
It threw me off there for a long time. I was like, didn't we just do one of these Sanitariums? All right, yeah, cool. Are they doing 2 Sanitariums a year? Well, yeah, they are.
Yes.
My dumbass was drinking going,
Spectacular. I got a couple saved for our 200 show still from 2 years ago. I still got bottles from.
I still have some too.
So on our, I do have, and I'm hoping
I
ain't got shit.
By the way, he didn't. Dougie didn't get any bottles of it, but our Tavor app, and our sponsors, I actually picked up. I had to buy them right away. All I saw was Mexican spice cake. Or Mexican cake, and I'm like, oh shit! I forget where it's from, but we have a couple beers. I know they're not a Taxman one, but I was like, I hope it's just like Taxman.
I've had a few of the Mexican that kind of got popular because I've had a few of them now, and none of them have done it.
Anywhere close to Taxman.
And that was a limited release for them, right? They haven't done it.
Yeah, no more again. We keep harping on them.
But I've had a few decent ones, but that one Taxman.
I want to see what these ones coming up are like. So, because Tavor's usually got really good selections.
Mm-hmm.
They're pretty picky on what they decide to grab hold of and get out there. And so they were a little expensive. I think they were like 20 some odd bucks a bottle.
One from them that was really good. I forget where that was from. But it was really good. But
looking forward to it. My shipment should come in next week.
Yeah.
So my next box, which now if you buy enough, you get free shipping. You can spend like $150, but I think it's like $100-$150.
Pretty easy to do.
But that's pretty easy to do, for a month of picking beers when they're dropping like 2 beers a day.
Yeah.
Well, but I am glad that they've kind of scaled back a little bit now.
It seems they slowed down.
5 new beers a day, and it's like, holy moly, I can't keep up.
Yeah, it was getting a little bit hard to keep up. Plus, I mean, I'm now looking for some of the ones that we haven't had from breweries we haven't had.
Yeah.
Because they've got some regulars like Anchorage and some things like that. I did get a new Licking Hole Creek one.
Did you?
Yep, they did release.
They haven't. It's been good. So everything.
Yeah, that was good stuff from Goochland, Virginia.
Been no disappointments from them.
Yeah, Jordan hasn't had the Licking Hole.
No more.
Jordan, you haven't had any Licking Hole in a while.
I have not had the Licking Hole.
It's delicious. You haven't had. What'd you say, Kaiway?
No more Leaping Frog.
No. Oh, no, hold on.
That's what
We've had actually some good Leaping Frogs.
Some very good stuff from there.
Really?
They've had some variants of that same that Boris that was amazing.
Yeah.
So they redeemed themselves.
They did.
They've had a couple now. Yes.
Wow.
A Christmas ale one that we're like, holy shit.
Yeah. That was really good.
They've had a couple now that so they've redeemed themselves, and I will keep trying them.
Yep.
The first couple we had, and we had a first just a regular. Then we had that pumpkin one.
Yeah,
definitely awful. And I think, but that's why you keep doing. That's why it keeps.
We've said it numerous times on the show.
Well, we give them a try. We give them a second try. After the third try, I'm like,
Usually about the 10th try, we say okay.
I'm more
15,
cautious
I'm
after
done.
the
Yeah.
third. Yeah.
15, I'm definitely done.
There's no way that thing is 10.1% because I should. Yeah.
Well, as soon as he gets here, I got to ask about it because that's crazy.
too much beer.
Yeah.
Where are we at? Somebody who's got number
We're on
8?
number 8. It should be about you guys
JoJo.
because all I've got's 9 over here.
Okay, so this is. I'm actually drinking this now. This is the JoJo Shandy. It's their Belgian saison shandy. It's a little heavy with Shandy's lemonade, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not a
Rattler's-
big shandy
Well,
fan.
Rattler's a grapefruit.
Yeah. Shandy.
Yeah.
Well, not necessarily. Shandy could be just a soda of sorts.
Yeah, but it's usually a lemonade type in there.
It
you know,
usually
but,
is, yeah,
or
but-
lemon something. But it's no, I like it. It's just it's a little heavy on the lemonade.
Some people love it. There's some
Yeah.
about shandies that are just off-putting to me, or I
Yeah.
don't know. I haven't had one I liked.
And that's okay. I mean, again,
Yeah.
you're adding a juice into your beer. So
Which I just haven't been a fan of.
Yeah,
it.
it's pure lemon juice.
yeah, it's a bit lemony. It's not my thing, but
Remember, Toe Yard did that one shandy, and it wasn't bad for Toe Yard.
no.
What was the
can't remember
ABV?
which
17.5?
On this, it has to be 98.
5.6.
No, I meant the one at Tow Yard.
Oh,
Joe
yeah.
Yard.
They didn't have. I swear to God, they had
Yeah.
nothing under 10. That's why they're
No.
not here anymore.
It's like Dogfish Head.
I went in there. I'm like, I just want a beer. Oh yeah, we got. I'm like 9.8.
Come on, man.
I mean, really?
Dogfish Head's got one out. I thought it was going to be a joke, kind of. They did it with Dragon Yum Yums.
Uh-huh.
They did it with the Flamin' Lips.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it was
How'd that turn out?
It was actually pretty damn good. The reviews weren't really good, but it was a juice infused, or
Yeah.
it was definitely a fruity beer, but it was actually really good.
Which I wasn't a
it
fan
was
of
pretty-
Yum Yum.
No, it was
Wow.
from that song from one of the Flamin' Lips
Yeah.
tunes. But yeah, it was actually delicious. Definitely worth trying. Cool bottle. Had a little. I think it had there's a little rainbow and there's a unicorn on it. I forget what it was on. Dragon and a rainbow and shit. Kind of very colorful
Yeah.
and obviously Flamin' Lip style and.
What do you got?
But it was-
you got
it's good
9
beer.
over there?
Wait a minute. Here we go.
9 was one of the first ones I drank. Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, this is the Java beer.
Yeah, that was good.
So what concerns
It's
me about this
good.
one is they didn't bother to put the ABV on it. So this one's probably 45.
I was gonna say at MashCraft, as smooth as it is, got to be at least a 13.
Hey, this is 45% ABV.
This isn't the Jamaica Joe, though, is it?
No.
No, Jamaica Joe's here.
Oh, it's the one next one.
yeah.
here.
This should be. This is just the.
It's the
select Java.
Select Java beer.
Java beer.
Tastes like coffee.
Actually, this. Oh, it's because this is a
Yep.
variant. This one's. That's just a generic. That's a generic naming. So this is the one they do with. It says ask about what Java infused selection is on tap. So it's just a generic one.
This
Because
one was
it's
done by B Roasters.
7, 8.
This one's
9.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's just
So
real.
they use different coffees on the different
It's just
ones.
real
Okay.
malty. You get that sweet maltiness, and then you get that. I mean, that nice coffee flavor. I mean, it's
I
killer.
smell a little maple kind of in there. I smell some sweetness, but not bad.
No, it's not overly sweet. Definitely got a lot of coffee
not
on
at
it
all.
though.
I will say this: on the board, it's only served in a sniffer, which means the ABV must be higher.
Or
No,
they're
it
just
could
running
be
out.
limited
Yeah,
run.
yeah, yeah.
Limited. Yeah, okay, that's right. Limited runs. Okay,
They have like,
I like my idea better.
smells delicious.
I think
It
it's killer.
smells great,
Yeah, that's amazing. I would drink that.
and they seem to do really well with their Java
I have
beers here.
I have a growler of that at
They
home.
You
should.
know,
Yeah,
'cause
they
I
do a
mean-
lot of them. Yeah.
Well, because their Java
Was it
beer, they've
this or
got
the Jamaica?
the Jamaica
What was that
Joe is coming up, and the Jamaica Joe is a really good one. That's their
Yeah.
that's their Java with on the red. That's a red coffee, which I had never had a red coffee.
No, but
I
it's
don't think I
solid.
have.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was solid.
It's coming up next.
No, but that I don't think we're giving that one enough love.
I don't
it's
think so
really,
either.
really
No,
enjoyed
it's good.
that.
It's
That
very
is
good.
Their select again. Like I said, their Java series. They do really well with the coffees here.
Yep. And that's what I got a growler of last time. 'Cause
Yep.
it was that
Oh,
good.
did you?
So- oh yeah.
I wish
it
they
gone?
talk. I wish they talk more about that beer. I would like to know more about it.
Yes. Well, we'll get him to. We'll have to
Yeah.
mark that one to get him to talk on the show here in a little bit.
It's fantastic.
Oh, beauty! All right,
got
we
the
better
next
keep
one.
rolling. We hopefully we'll get through some of these, and
Yeah.
and the GM will
we'll
be
get
back.
through all of them back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every-
Whether
On
you're
the
here
show
or
or
not.
not.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh.
So this is the red.
This is
red,
a Jamaica Joe coffee infused red ale.
Is it just like you remembered?
Oh, it's
Yeah.
good.
It's
see,
creamy
the
and
aroma's not
caramely.
as strong as the other one.
No, but it is the back end of it is great.
I love when you
Malty.
say backhand.
It's the side. It hits the sides of your tongue. You get a little bit of maple.
I like that one better than the
Yeah.
Coffee
The other
beans
one?
are from Strange Brew, local.
For this one, yeah.
Strange Brew.
That's
That's delicious.
I mean, it's just it's.
That would be-
Do you
that-
get the mapleness to it?
Oh
And,
yeah, definitely.
I mean,
this would be a
it's-
perfect one to nitro.
So when we were at Pies and Pints, they were talking. They were trying to remember one of them one of the guys pouring. He's like, "This reminds me of a cereal I used to have," and couldn't remember it. And then I came over to Cowboy. He's like, it was like pancakes or waffle cereal or something. And
that's it.
Cowboy's like, Waffle Crisp.
What the hell is Waffle Crisp?
It was
like.
I don't
remember that one.
You
That
had
must have been a short-lived one.
Yeah, we forget you had a piss poor childhood.
Yeah. Well, it was like every other cereal back then. It was it was just sugar, but but
they
were
had a
shaped
bear
like
as a mascot,
waffles.
didn't they?
I spent a lot of
Yeah,
time in
something like
Canada,
that.
Cowboy.
No,
But it
also,
was
also you were like 15 years later.
yeah. It was just, yeah.
That's so that
Wow.
would be awesome on Nitro, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
And
The
pump
cream
that
was
a little-
pump
that creaminess out of it because that's a really
damn.
delicious.
And it's a red ale.
It's a red ale. And it's already there's already creaminess to it, but that coffee is light. The maltiness is delicious. That's really nice beer.
I
You
think
throw a
it's
little
the regular
lactose.
red ale with just coffee infused.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it changes
Yeah.
the entire profile.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's what Cowboy and I were saying when we were out there when we were at Pies and Pints. I was just like,
That's
wow.
delicious.
Yeah.
That's actually what that and the Bell Gymnasium from
oh my God.
who the hell Moontown.
Moontown, yeah.
Yeah, those were the two that Cowboy and I pretty much just ended up drinking that night.
Never had it.
Yeah, we drank a lot of
We
Belgian.
drank a lot of Bell Gymnasium and this
Yeah.
because they were both just like these breakfast beers.
Right.
You know, it was just it had the creaminess,
I love
maltiness,
breakfast
and
beers.
yeah.
Shower beers.
I
breakfast
actually
beers.
can't start my day without one.
Yeah.
This would go great with waffles.
It would. And chicken.
Waffles, bacon, chicken.
A blind
You
pig
know.
breakfast, and we serve this as our coffee.
Hell yeah! Well,
How about
yeah,
this?
screw coffee.
How about this one in a milkshake?
a little milkshake?
I was gonna say put a little lactose to this. It would be.
Mhm.
Well, that's what he's
solid.
going with the
The
nitro.
nitro.
Instead.
That's-
I think
yeah.
the lactose might be too
Well, so
much.
far, that's my favorite one.
It is. It's a beautiful beer. It
killer
is
beer.
sweet.
I,
So,
hate to, I hate to move on, but yes.
We didn't go in the right order probably because we switched up to that. We're back to the IPAs. Well, we went in number order.
We
Yeah.
went
We weren't drinking
numerical.
in proper, proper beer
And
order.
that would have been kind of hard to sit here and arrange them all out and then try to find them on the sheet, and that's a lot of work.
This is just their MashCraft IPA. It's just their
Their-
house IPA.
Flagship.
Yeah, it's their house
It's
American.
American IPA.
It's again clean. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm looking for more complex, but it's an IPA. It's a great IPA for people.
Big citrus and
no
herbal
clean.
hop character.
No,
and
I mean
finishing
no
balance.
nothing wrong with it. Beautiful beer.
That's a well balanced, nice starting IPA.
I think their Maverick so
I'm
far
not-
has been my favorite, but I haven't tried this yet.
Out of the IPA.
From somebody that's not an IPA fan, I would drink that. It's
Oh,
it's a
yeah.
good, clean beer. It's good.
And I'm
Good
not.
rounder.
I mean, and I'm not.
but
You know.
it's well balanced. It's not overly. You're not getting that.
hop oil. I was like, oh, okay. That makes sense.
But
definitely.
It's good beer.
It's good. I could drink it
Is
all
that,
day.
is that like a CBD oil?
Yes.
Can you
Yeah.
get hop
Can you
oil
do that
now?
in? Can you do that in the beer now?
I'm down
CBD
with it.
oil's legal.
Yeah, why can't you?
Well, I mean,
Well, I'll give it a taste, but
Yeah, I'm not sure how that would go either.
we've had
I'd hell,
we've had
I'll
a
try
few
it.
420 friendly beers.
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Oh.
and
Yeah, when you're out and about, yeah.
I've had
Can't
a
get
couple
'em.
that were all right.
They were dank.
Yeah, they're pretty damn dank.
I've had a couple that were decent.
I haven't found one of those yet that I've been a fan
I
of.
think the Hemper is amazing.
Oh, hop it.
Oh, Hemperor
Hop-
was actually good.
Yeah,
That one actually
this
was
needs
good.
to be.
it's just the aroma itself. That one just is so overpowering.
This needs to be
man.
colder.
Is this Last Light?
Yeah, this needs to be
and
colder.
It should be. If I
It's a blood orange IPA.
yeah.
What did we brew? Blood orange
Saison.
Saison. I'm not sure. I'm not keen on that one. I'm not.
I remember that one.
I like the blood
It's,
orange with the Saison,
Not like that one.
but I'm not big on the IPA part.
So
Well, it smells awesome.
It's fine. There's some bitterness to it.
There's the hop in there that gets me.
Which
to
hop-
me,
yeah,
reminds me of
do a little closer.
dishwasher. I don't like that one at all. But it's I don't know what hop.
There
it
it is. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, the dishwasher soap.
Dishwasher soda comes. I don't know. There's something. I'm
but
not,
it's the hop. You're right.
it's-
There's
yeah.
So
But
I've been
but I
eating
get
a lot
that a
of,
lot when I do the blood orange. I get that profile
so,
that I'm
yeah,
not a
soapy.
big fan of.
and
yeah.
I've been eating a lot of blood oranges lately because they've become in my ugly produce box, where the hell that thing is.
Yeah.
And they don't. Blood oranges don't have the weird bitterness that people keep
Yeah.
thinking they do. They're actually an orange that's really freaking sweet.
Yeah.
Like
but
it's a super sweet orange. So then, but when you drink blood orange in every beer I've had it in, they almost make it more
Tart.
grapefruity
Yeah.
yes.
than they do orangey. And
Well,
yeah.
a
and
blood
how
orange
do
is
they
just
do
a
that?
really sweet orange.
And
But
how do they
that's-
do that?
Well,
I don't
because
know.
We
they
did it right.
Yeah, they try balancing it with an ultra tart hop,
Yeah.
like a
Oh.
heavy citrus hop that comes out very tardy when.
Wrong. Yeah, when
But
you
then
actually
it turns it into a grapefruit
Yeah.
taste instead of a blood orange taste to me.
At that
Oh,
point,
and I fully agree with you.
at that point, leave it a nice light, ale or something. That's why I like it with the saison. Not so the sweetness can linger a little better than when they're putting it in an IPA.
Yeah.
Yeah, the IPAs make it more
It is
grapefruity.
overly sweet for a beer to put blood orange in it, but if you ease up on it, it's
Balance,
got a lot of flavor.
Don't put a lot of blood orange and just and use
leave
that
it
for
nice,
your sugars
gentle
and
flavor.
sweetness.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, we're gonna run out of beer.
Cleared the palate. That
Good.
was nice.
Palate cleanser.
I needed that.
This is the
It's
American Blonde Ale.
Yeah, just blonde ale. Good beer.
I think it's called the Gold.
Gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, all day
Just
drinker.
all day drinker.
Super cold, man. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Just
this
sitting
is
there.
this is your dad's beer that I only like Bud Light.
Yeah.
No, yeah, you can drink
Yeah.
that. Yeah, that one's solid.
You have to have those in the craft beer world, though.
But it's good. And what I do like about the blonde, a lot of times blondes at some places are there's not
Water.
Much, there's not much
It's all
profile.
water.
Well,
Yeah, but that's-
there's no flavor. Yeah, it's just
That
it's
has-
just real light. But
that's
I like
very-
when they have there's complexity to it. There's got flavor in it. And
Very weedy.
Yeah.
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 I forgot about that. Yeah. Solid.
No, it's good. It's
No,
solid.
it's very, very good. So do you want to skip over the port and do that last?
The barrel-aged port barrel? Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because there's another there's a Golden Strong.
Well, yeah. So next we got the Golden Fiddle, which is the Golden Strong. But then they also gave us that El Chavos. So let's do
He
that.
did put the hard cider with habanero and mango.
Oh,
Yeah.
I wanted to try that. Good.
Oh, okay. I didn't.
That's
So
think
let's do that next.
That's Blake's, right?
I saw cider and then I was like, no.
Well, it has habanero, so
Well, I didn't see that part.
it depends on Pat. If it's green habanero, red habanero, orange habanero, whatever, because you don't like the green.
purple.
Purple. Red. Oh, wow.
Uh-oh.
Wow. No, it hits
Cowboy likes the cider.
you. Yeah. Go get
Oh, where's
Where's
Riley?
It's good.
There he is. Where's Riley at? Damn it, he's not on the show.
I do not mind that.
Cider sometimes tastes like mead, and I like mead. So
I like a good mead, and ciders you usually can't drink too much of it.
Whoa,
Right? Yeah.
whoa.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with no.
I am not surprised by
I
that.
did not mind it.
Ooh, that gets all over your tongue quick.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, that's what she said.
I like the kick to it.
I prefer the spicy kick to hit on the back end.
You say back in
I
so
know.
loosely.
Well, but it's the terminology. What can I say?
Oh my.
I like that.
I like it.
Oh,
All right.
yeah.
I'm actually a fan of that.
So am I.
I think that one could have
Oh.
been a little bit colder.
Although I'm having
and
flashbacks.
Gets
Oh,
down
yeah.
the shit out of that.
Oh,
Although
yeah.
I'm
yes.
having flashbacks to a Briar Scratch. On the aftertaste.
The aftertaste.
that it's
Yeah,
warm.
see,
It's
there's-
warming my face up.
Yeah, I'm not getting definitely not the burn.
No.
From
I'm getting the burn on the beginning. No, but what I mean, the
But you-
feeling of
the-
afterwards,
yeah.
and then everything starts to warm up
Oh
a little
my.
bit.
Mhm.
It was just a bit much on the front end right away, and then the burn there.
I
you
like
know,
that
That's a
habanero
cider.
taste in a beer better than I do in the cider, but it's good in there.
That's
That's-
I've never had a
that's
high,
good.
I've never
I
had a
could drink
habanero
that.
cider, so that's
Yeah.
actually pretty good.
I would definitely drink that a lot.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Ice
I
cold.
agree with that.
Man.
So I kind of wish we would have done this the other way, though. Golden Fiddle, I wish we would have drank
The
before
golden
that.
yeah,
So what's the golden
that's what I
fiddle?
was saying.
Golden Fiddle is a.
It's another pepper.
It's Golden Strong. And it is. It's an apricot and pepper wild.
I feel like you need a palate cleanser first. Do you guys want to? You want to break one more time before a quick break, or you
Yeah,
want to keep
before we do
going?
the-
Yeah, those two, yeah, probably should.
All right, we'll wait and
Sounds
see
good.
and then hopefully we'll get the guys from MashCraft on here at the end and
Cheers.
see where it takes us.
If not, we'll get more beer.
Oh, that's true too.
Hey, this is Jeremy Brown from the Blind Pigs Confessions. If you're a craft beer guy who can't get it nearby, do yourself a favor and log on to Taver.
Aloha, Pastor Poi Mahalo. It's Cluck for the Jason and Cluck Show, and this is the Blind Pig Confessions here on the internet. www.whatever.
Whew. All right, so that that habanero's growing on me. It's sitting in my belly a little bit.
telling you that-
My belly's a little burny.
That was fantastic.
I was gonna say that was
I'm
enough
a-
that we
I'm-
all were like, okay, we need a quick break to cleanse our palates.
Not
there. We
me.
gotta get the. No,
it grew
not that
on
it was
me.
bad.
Well, it grew on me. It
Just
grew
gotta
on
get-
me.
I
had
mean,
to-
Griswold agreed. That
Yeah.
thing was awesome.
No, I
Yeah.
liked it, but I had to get the habanero taste out so I could taste some other
Drink
beers.
some other beers, yeah. So you ate chips. So we had the good chip. They make good food here. The chips are great.
Yep.
House cooked chips. Cowboy discovered though also eat the chips with the Jamaica Joe and salty sweet. It's pretty solid. It's pretty awesome.
So this, and I've already started on the Golden Strong here, the Golden Fiddle.
Yeah.
Yeah, go get your own.
So we save the best? We apparently saved all the best for last.
And I think so.
We had the habanero. We had this one.
Yeah, it's really good.
Oh, it's got a good aroma to it.
Yeah, I don't even know how to describe this.
It smells a little weedy.
They call pepper in it, and I'm not getting much pepper on it. Maybe it's because that last beer we had, but it is fantastic. Let's say overexciting. They don't put thrills into their beer. It's a very clean beer. This is beer that you want to have on a weekly basis.
Yeah.
Right. Plus, it's a festival. I tend not to, unless it's something that's just really off. And you know those off-putting beers, and they're off-putting. And
You just had the quad, didn't you?
There's been a few of them, but I don't tend to take too much stake in the stuff I have at a festival, because at a festival we're drinking 100 different beers.
Oh my God.
And remember, when I had this, I was still new to doing this on the regular. You know, I mean, I was still new to the show, and that's what I'm saying. I guess I put it wrong. I was trying to find something wrong. I guess I'm pleasantly surprised, and I'm happy that they're doing well, and their beers are super clean and been awesome. And we have found some awesome shit, some eye openers.
Speaking of awesome, right now you got that quad barrel.
We passed around our last one. We just couldn't wait anymore.
I love that beer. It is fantastic.
I couldn't drink a lot of it.
No, I can. That's the problem.
This is their Port Barrel Volume 4.
And
it's a quad.
Yeah, they send
It's delicious.
Barrel aged.
They pour that in a tulip.
Oh,
it's a 10-8.
Yeah, this one is their Belgian quad with plums and chocolate. I get the plums there.
Oh, you get that.
No
you
problem.
kind of get that
I get
fig
the
date
chocolate-ish.
plum taste to it.
Yeah.
But I mean that whole barrel age comes
Really
out
good.
in
very
the Port
well.
Barrel.
As Pat would say, the chocolate's on the far back end.
Yes.
But it's there.
Yeah,
You can tell it's in higher ABVs.
it drives you
Yeah,
out.
that one is a no. Yeah, that one you can definitely
I could
tell.
drink.
Yeah, give me.
But
a
again,
give me a
was not
growler
sickening
of this.
sweet.
Dude, that could be another Dragon's Milk type day.
If there's one thing that's impressed me by MashCraft is their high ABVs are not sweet.
Sticky.
Yeah,
Not
there's.
sticky.
I don't want to say they don't have any sweetness
Well-
to them. That's not the right term, but they're not
Chewy,
sickeningly sweet
yeah.
like
Syrup.
a lot of
It's
them are.
not
Syrupy.
syrupy.
Their
Not
syrupy
syrupy,
is a
not
better.
sticky,
Yeah.
yeah.
Everything seems to be clean. I don't taste like extracts of something. It seems like it's all real fruit, real and
Fresh fruit?
clean fruit.
I got
It's
tapped
not-
on the shoulder, by the way. 5 minutes
You can
till
never
we
do that
have
again.
confirmation of MashCraft GM-ish.
Hopefully. All right. Well, can we talk for 5 more minutes? I don't know. I don't think we can do
I
that.
don't know if
This
we could
group
do-
shit, I don't know.
No.
That might be impossible.
It might be just a little bit, man.
We did have an awkward silence earlier in the show, which rarely ever happens in this group. It was so weird. I was like,
It was our first beer.
Yeah, we were only one beer
We
in,
know
man.
better
like,
than
And
do
we
a
didn't
show.
pregame.
We did not
We didn't.
pregame.
we did not pregame. True.
We know better than to do a show going in like halfway into a beer.
Right.
That's a horrible idea for us.
kind of like
It is.
it's kind of like sex with no
With no
Penis?
partner.
no lube, no foreplay, whatever you want to say.
You say lube, I say willingness.
See, never mind.
What? No, you can say it.
I'd have to edit it
He
out.
doesn't want to say it because he's got to edit.
Never
Since
mind.
when do we edit out the horrible shit stuff at the end of the show?
A lot.
Oh well.
Yeah, I was
we
gonna say
know.
I edited out.
When
right
was the
before
last time you
realized.
edited?
Yeah.
No, that's right. I don't do that. Yeah, that's because the shows would never get out.
A lot of times I go those last 15 minutes, like, okay, I'll just end it here. That was good. And roll the music.
Man, I love that that prohibition themed music.
We should do another prohibition themed.
Yeah, that'd be nice
Yeah.
since that's the.
Do some history
Come out.
again and
well,
talk
we need
about
to do
it.
a home show again.
So
and do
wait a
that.
minute, maybe
Yeah.
not necessarily a home show, but maybe our good friends at Tippy's. Maybe we should do a
We could do a
prohibition
prohibition
night.
There's actually a lot in that area, so we could do. That'd be a good place to
Yeah.
do it.
There you go.
I think that area is very hot for alcohol smuggling,
What's hot,
right?
baby?
Right?
Oh.
Yeah, no, it's actually a good idea.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can.
it's-
Yeah, we can get
so
something together
there's
on that.
some,
That'd be awesome.
There's history there in that area, so
Yeah.
it'd be good. It'd be a good place to do it.
Bootleggers and moonshiners
Yeah.
hanging out in the.
We could even. Well, we'll talk about
It
this.
could
off
be-
air,
Well,
I
hey, we
guess.
got a guest coming on.
It could be like
Finally.
Time out though.
Of course, he probably said the same thing. He's like, "We talked to you like 6 months ago at Pies and Pints, and where you guys been?"
don't forget to turn his mic back on.
Oh,
Oh yeah, game turned on.
Let me turn on our guest for just a second.
Oh, if he's anything like the rest of us.
Get that mic closer to him, though.
I'm not just going to put it right up in his mouth.
Really?
There we go.
That's a first couple.
Yeah, you're right.
So, introduce yourself.
My name is David.
I told you.
Hey, the general manager here at MashCraft.
Not just
David.
this location.
Yeah, you're doing all of them, right?
Yes. I look over mostly this location, our downtown location, and cool
Mass
collaborator with the downtown location or with
The Greenfield?
Greenwood location.
Greenwood, that's
Greenwood.
right. Yes.
Greenfield.
Well, I can't remember.
Whole
Cowboy was
opposite
mad because we
places.
came all the way down here.
Might as well say Green Castle.
There's a lot of greens.
Cowboy's like, you couldn't do the one close to my house? No, not at all.
None of them are close to my house, let's just say.
Well,
it's just
closer.
this one's like the furthest one away.
We do represent the tops and the tails and the middle of Indianapolis.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
There you go.
So how long have you been handling this stuff?
I am actually, I've been with MashCraft for a year,
Yep.
but a little longer than that because actually when I first started with them, we are standing in the MashCraft that I personally built.
Nice.
I was their contractor. I had a full contracting business, everything like that. I did some work on a location next to their downtown store, and that's how we all met, and we kind of, hit it off then. And then when they were looking to do this place, they got in touch with me, and we, designed it, came up with it, really worked closely together, became real good friends, and, kind of one thing led to another after it was all said and done. Came in here, was having a few drinks, and we were like, hey, you can always pick up some shifts if everything dies down. I was like, no, that's all right. And then turns out, after long conversations
I've
and little
never
back and
left.
forth. Yeah, and then, I built it, and now I'm going to keep my eye on it forever.
So what you're saying is they couldn't pay the bill for your contracting services, so they just I'm just teasing.
I'm on retainer. So actually, speaking of contracting and building things here at MashCraft, we are soon here in our Fishers location going to be expanding.
Oh, are you going next door?
We're gonna knock down this wall that's right next to us.
Hey, do you know a guy who can do that?
Yeah, and they got a guy. They got him locked up pretty good. So we're gonna create a private event space. Yeah, gonna create a private event space and expand the front dining room and everything. So
Awesome.
yeah, just,
well, that's good because it means you're doing well. I mean, it's you're doing good. We're here on a Thursday night and.
It's one of the places too. We
and
talked about not just the good beer, but you guys have really good food here, and so it makes sense. I mean, a lot of places don't do both, and this is one of the places that you guys obviously put some thought into the food as well. And
so this is MashCraft's first kind of go at a full-on restaurant as well. And so we've learned a lot over the last year.
Yeah.
But our food has been nicely consistent, and we've been growing that restaurant / brewery / bar kind of thing, and it really within the neighborhood we have really found a niche. Currently we are actually a couple doors down at Allisonville Nursery doing an event as we speak. I just came from there.
Nice.
So we're getting super involved in the community. We're doing all the concerts at the new Nickel Plate Amphitheater in Fishers. So we're there every Tuesday doing Friday concerts.
Sweet.
We're doing
Good
so
job.
we're in it. We're
You're
in
a
it to win
busy
it.
man.
Yeah, I am.
So
I
what are you? So where's the? I mean, I see some of the brewing equipment here. What's being brewed here, and where else are you? I mean, where's the main brewery
The
at?
main brewing still happens in our Greenwood location.
Okay.
I would say 80% of our day-to-day stuff happens out of there.
Okay.
And what we have out, we are at over 60 locations, different bars here in town as well. So you can find MashCraft here and there and all over. Our main location is in Greenwood, and it's a 34-barrel system or 36-barrel system there. This is a 5-barrel system here. So what we do here is a lot of like specialty small batch stuff, some
Is that the
experimental
select Java
stuff.
beer ones?
Yeah, we'll
and
do some of the Java collaborations here. We'll try out. We did our super popular last year. We'll be doing it again. Our new hazy IPA. So that was Squeeze the Juice, which we hear a lot about.
Dang it,
so
that
was
sounds horrible.
Yeah, I don't want to try that at all.
So it's really it's a great thing here. So we get to try a lot of new, interesting things here. And then on our Delaware location, we're doing a lot of barrel aging. So barrel aging
porter.
sours,
The
barrel
porter
aging
one.
a porter. Oh yeah, that thing's
Yeah, Jordan was here
ridiculous.
apparently the other
awesome.
day, and he had a sour, and apparently you're all out of the sour, and I'm kind of bummed.
Yeah, so with our sours, we have just started getting into this year. So we started with sour experiment number 1.
Which are dangerous.
Yeah,
Sours are always dangerous.
Well, when you barrel age something for 20 months, you're like, hope that turns
better
out
be
all
good.
right. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like, hope that's good.
Yeah.
We got a whole lot of time.
Sour or fungus. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, but we got a whole lot of time and effort involved in that.
Yeah, just that.
Yeah, exactly.
If
So-
it comes out and you're thinking, just send it our way, we'll drink it. We'll take care of it for you.
1 barrel, 2 straws. I'll take that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. There is one question on everybody's mind tonight
Oh,
because
yeah.
we've
Yeah, we're
tried
gonna-
every beer you have. We did the full flight
dear God.
experience.
Before you ask that,
Okay.
is there a dedicated brewer to this site then? Is that you guys have just one brewer for the site, or is there somebody that comes up here and brews?
Our main brewer, and he has 2 other
Okay.
co-brewers as well. So between all the
So they're
locations,
kind
they
of
cover.
all right,
yeah.
got it.
So the MashCraft double IPA Lupu.
Yes.
Okay.
What the hell?
How the hell is that 10.1 ABV?
It drinks like a dream, man.
It does.
Are you,
We thought for sure it was wrong.
Yeah.
We-
Have you
we-
gone back and checked that he's got the right keg tapped into the right friggin' handle?
That one, it is a dangerous one.
We
The
actually went
ABVs
back and
and
got
the
a second one
IBUs.
to make sure that it was
Yeah.
right.
None of it makes sense. The IBU, I mean, this is 110 IBU.
I got a 3rd and a 4th.
It just doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't. It's we're blown away on that one.
Yeah.
Right on.
It's not. It's light. I mean, there's not. I mean, usually anything from there is usually got big flavors. And I think I said it wrong. But the flavors are not strong, and there's nothing there that was going to say that's a
10.1.
a 10%
Yeah.
Or 110 IBU.
So it's like, man, this is a really light beer. We're like, there's no way.
There's nothing there.
just
There's
no
nothing
way.
there that says it's an 8%er.
No,
Or
no.
it's
Until you have a couple and you're
4%.
laying on the floor.
It's
Yeah.
not even. It's, I
But
mean,
that's the dangerous part.
And I think I said it by saying it wasn't really complex. It's not a hugely it's not a bunch of different flavors. It's not a really complex beer.
It's a great beer.
It's very simple,
spectacular.
and it just makes no sense. It blows my
It
mind.
is. It is a complete and total bonkers
Yeah,
out there
it's
because
But
it should be
to
be
hide,
hoppier.
To hide everything that you're putting in it is amazing.
Yeah.
We cannot figure out how you're doing it.
Yeah, because we had the. What's the other one that was? There was another
Golden
high one
Fiddle.
here. The Golden Fiddle.
Yeah.
That tastes like a 9%er.
Yeah.
Yes,
9.9.
that way
You
you
know,
got
I
a
can
little
taste.
booziness to
I
it,
can.
yeah.
I can chew that one a
Yes.
little bit.
Mhm.
Not in a bad way, but
Nope,
you know,
I hear
there's
you.
it's a heavy. It's got a heftier feel to
What's
it.
the pepper in that one? That's what we were
What was
curious
the-
about.
Oh, that was another one too. What's the? It says the Golden Strong says apricot and pepper. Is it just like black pepper?
Straight black pepper. Yeah.
That one I'd have to. I don't know the full answer on that.
I will get back with
I
you
would,
next
yes,
week.
I'd
We'll
have
cut that
to,
one
yes,
out.
Yeah.
We'll just have to come back and ask. No, it was delicious. We love
That was good. It had a lot of like almost a rye pepper finish to it.
Yeah.
It was really good, and it wasn't overly
dryness.
sweet either.
Yeah.
And that's the thing I noticed with you guys is high end or high grav beers. You guys don't have that sickly sweetness
No.
to them, which is I'm not a sweet beer person, so like I'll give you an example. Like your red is a solid red, but not exactly for me because I'm not big on the sweet beers. But
Yeah.
your high grav beers don't taste sweet, which is amazing to
Your
me.
quad is great. Your
Yeah.
quad porter.
Well, I remember
barrel
years
ale.
ago when
Yeah.
Kentucky Bourbon Barrel stuff.
Oh my
you know,
God,
we
yeah.
start first. You know, nobody else was doing that stuff, so I was like, "Oh, this is pretty wild," you know. But now I drink one, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, this
Yeah.
is horrible!
Yeah.
It's so stickly sweet." And
Why is there a gallon of brown sugar in this?
And it's amazing how well people do it now. That you know, you get someone does it first, and then you know, there's so many other people that do it better. And
Yeah.
find a
Cheers
better way
to
of it.
cheers to the brewer on that one. You got to give
Oh,
he
yeah.
they deserve kudos on all of them basically, but the Lupu and the Porter and the Belgian Golden Strong, holy crap. I mean, they're solid and easily drinkable and they will get you
We want you to put the red on nitro, the Java.
We have done a few different nitros.
Have you?
Yeah,
think
we
the-
did.
I
Jamaica
think
Joe on
Jamaica
nitro?
Joe on nitro would be
That
I
awesome.
thought it was
Yeah.
something
really
else that you wanted on. I think there was something else you wanted.
No, it was Jamaica
Jamaica
Joe.
Joe.
Okay.
yeah.
Well, that's what we met. At Pies and Pints. We were talking
Yeah.
about the Jamaica Joe and the
It was-
Waffle Crisp.
Yes. Oh yeah. Yeah. That was ever since then. Actually, too. I've been We took it back. We did the pies and pints. We had a little bit of the pecan pie with the Jamaica Joe.
Yeah.
And like I told somebody about it, and some lady brought us a whole pecan pie and like cut it up, and everyone was having some with little sidecars of Jamaica Joe.
That's horrible to be you, I guess.
Yeah.
And now Cowboy just found a good one too, because if you eat the chips you guys cook here and then drink the Jamaica Joe, then you get a nice savory and sweet, combo too. It actually works really well. I mean, we have been excellently. Everything's been really good. I mean, awesome. I mean, we've been treated well, and the beers have just been perfect.
And
nothing's bad. Nothing's been off. One of them had. Let's say that. One of them had a little bit of a stringent smell, but when I drank it, it was fine. But maybe it was just me because it might have been my first beer.
We'll talk about that more later.
No, everything has been solid on the flavor profile.
Yeah, absolutely.
Some of them are light, obviously, and not something we drink a lot of. But there was nothing wrong. Nothing's off-putting.
Yeah, that's with Andrew, he does a lot of different sort of styles. And he does a lot of different classic styles. He never goes too far out of bounds. Like, we'll do some infusions and like have some fun things, but he likes to do traditional styles in a strong way and in a solid way. So yeah, it's like doesn't try to get too fancy, doesn't try to get to whatever.
Do you think you see craft breweries now? Some of them are really going out for that. They're like, I have to do something bigger and better.
Yeah.
We have to do this crazy stuff.
Peanut butter, marshmallow.
Yeah, it's almost like they think they have
to. Make a really good
stout. It's like, no, just make good beer.
Exactly.
You're going to come.
Exactly.
People are going to come via good beer.
Yeah. Nice, consistent, solid beers. And the people will come.
And that's what I was going to say is they brew something for everyone here, which is what I really like. So if somebody's new to the craft beer scene, which we all were at some point new to the craft beer scene, you can take some of your beers that are the lighter beers and you can say, you like Miller Lite and Bud Light? Well, why don't you start here? And then we'll work you into some of the more flavorful type of beers, because people who drink those type of beers don't really have a beer palate yet. Mm-hmm. So they need something that's there, that's light, that's just clean and light to get them to say, ooh, that just tastes cleaner or lighter than what I'm drinking now. Then you build them up to the hops. Then you build them up to the flavor profiles and get them into some of the other stuff. But you got to have that crossover beer. And you guys definitely have a couple of those that we've kind of grown past them, but they have to be there for the people that are new to the scene, for sure.
Yeah, we'll have people come in, and that's one of our first questions. What do you normally drink? And then we have something to kind of like guide them in, and then take them through the different profiles. And so if you like this, you'll like this, and if you like that one, you'll probably like this one. And so it's
the
kind
problem
of
is,
turn the page, and then we'll get to where we're going.
The problem is,
I don't drink beer, but I love waffle crisp. What do you have?
I got Jamaica Joe.
The problem is with this though, one of your crossover beers with the proper flavor profile is a sneaky 10.1 fucking percenter.
True story.
Yes.
Somebody goes from drinking Miller Lite to the 10.1, and they're like, I don't know if I could do craft. I had one beer and I was fucked up for 3 days.
No, I shit you not, because that has the flavor profile of a crossover beer.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. But it's 10%, and you're just people will a newbie drinker for craft is not going to understand what the hell just happened to them and why they're passed out in the parking lot.
Well, you got people like us where your server asked me earlier, well, what kind of beer do you normally drink? I said,
beer. All of it. All of it.
He goes, well, I like you, but what do you like?
Yes.
No, seriously, beer.
Do you have beer up there? Yes. Okay. Let's start.
I'll take it.
Well, I think I also freaked him out because I went up because Jordan had already gotten one flight of the 4, and I went up and said, "So I need the rest of them." You see the list? Yes.
Column A and column B. Yes.
The bartender was leaking.
That's what we're here for, though. I mean, like our listeners, when we go into a brewery, our listeners like to hear about the beers. That's literally what we're here for. So. And we're the kind of people that can appreciate style. Like when I was here on Friday, like he said, I don't do sours, but I drank it and I tried it. And did I personally like it? It was okay. But him, I knew that guy was here. He would have fell over out of his chair, like in love with that beer, and he never would have left your bar.
Yeah.
So I can appreciate other styles, even though they may not be for me. And that's the big difference on our show is, there's some of the light beers, I won't drink them anymore, but I remember a day when I would have loved that beer, and it would have been the beer of choice for me. It's just not anymore.
But we're also still critical. I mean, it'll be, not my favorite.
Wait a minute. What just happened?
Yeah.
Can I get her back on the show?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Shut up. All right, so
Neither do I.
Yeah, whatever. All right. So what else? I mean, what else do we got? I
So
mean,
what is your favorite beer here?
What is yes?
Obviously, you got
my
Make a joke.
my personal favorite on right now is probably number 2, the Maverick, the American IPA.
Yeah. Maverick, as far as your IPAs go, that's our fave.
And
I think
7 sevens.
Yeah, 7 sevens.
Yeah, 7-7 there. Yeah, that's still sneaky for the ABV.
Yeah, with that one, that one is actually, it's a one that we're doing seasonally now. That was something that was brewed with a dear friend of the brewer, and they made this amazing beer and actually went to competition and won. But during all of the process and everything, he unfortunately, the friend lost his life. And it was... So now we bring it back once a year and kind of like, tip of the cap to him and to a very fantastic beer as well.
Yeah.
It is good.
That's the way to do it.
So unfortunate, but but with all of those, with the seasonals and the different things like that, it's amazing, how people remember it, and when they come back and they're asking about when's this coming out, and everyone's got their as you say, everyone's got their favorite, and that's the one thing with the losing them in the seasonal sense too. We do have our 5 house beers that are always on, but yeah, it is sad when the sour blows and it's like, oh no, it's gone.
It'll be back. It'll be back in 3 months. But try this.
Try this. Yeah, I mean, there's always something new and fun and exciting to try. But that is one thing with the craft beer scene too. I'm like, when something's gone, it's like, oh, that's so sad.
But I think a good judge of some of it too, and some of the clean beers and things too, is if you're willing to buy a growler of it too. You know what I mean? And because some of them are, like you were saying, I don't really necessarily want an entire growler of the peanut butter marshmallow bacon. Well, the bacon, yes, but the weird ones. I'm not necessarily going to grab a whole growler of that. Right. But if you can get a good stable of beers that people are willing to take growlers out, I think you've got a nice, good, clean, solid beer.
Yep.
People are coming back for.
That goes back to one of our favorite people in this world, Jerry.
Uncle Jerry.
Uncle Jerry. He said when his son started brewing beer, and all of his friends loved it, but he said, "Would you buy this?"
For it?
Yeah. And all of his friends were like, "Well, yeah, we would, but can we just keep drinking this for free?"
No, but it's the business now.
Yeah, he knew at one point when they said, "Yeah, we would pay for this," and he goes, "Okay, yeah."
Or would you pay for more than a glass of it, too?
I would invest my money. Yeah. So, I mean, MashCraft holds true. I did not have a thing on this list that I thought, I wouldn't pay for that.
Yeah.
No.
Was there a beer here that you thought,
no?
There's only one that I didn't like. That was the blood orange. And that was
not my thing.
That's not my thing.
But if you got a glass of it on accident, would you be like, I don't want to buy that?
We like blood orange more in the saison, and it's some of the IPA ones, like Jordan was saying, it can get a little.
They
grapefruity.
turn it more grapefruity than they do
too much
blood
hops
orange.
trying to balance out the sweetness of the blood orange.
Yeah,
and it just gets a little grapefruity, but it wasn't bad. Just
there was not one bad beer.
Yeah. Nothing was off-putting at all.
No,
and then some amazing beers.
Some amazing.
Makes
it is
really
a great
nice.
night when I don't taste Band-Aids, butter, green apple. I can go on and on, but
Andy gets some pepper in it. Andy gets a bunch of pepper in him.
Oh, I love pepper.
So we do actually.
The Blakes. We did the Blakes too.
And I think
that was shocker.
Usually, I mean, sometimes you usually get one that's like, okay, that one's damn good. We've had a couple tonight that were damn good.
Yeah,
that were really damn good.
Couple.
So that's a good thing.
Over it, yeah.
And especially we all have different tastes. We all like different things. Someone's like porters and IPAs more, and all of us have really enjoyed everything here. So,
and there's a few that we came together and said, "Holy moly!"
Right. Holy shit, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So
it's a good night.
What's on the future horizon that you're excited about?
Mostly is what we're doing here mostly in the community.
No. Back that community stuff way up. Let's talk about beer.
Beer wise, what I get excited about is the second Wednesday of every month is when we release an actual pepper beer.
What?
So yes. So we've done all sorts of different ones. The last couple ones we've done was with Serrano peppers and Anaheim peppers. We had one named Pedro Serrano, which was fantastic.
Jordan, how are you not here?
But yeah, so some of these are a nice a mild base, and then you just and what he does with the infusion, especially with the pepper stuff, it's like you're biting into like a fresh pepper.
Those can be rough.
Yeah,
but I like the subtle pepper ones usually better.
Well, these last two have been a little bit gonna smack you in the face a little bit. But
those are the ones I like.
We do.
Jordan and I want the ones with some heat, some kick, and
Yeah.
We've done some subtle ones as well. He's done a pickle beer, that paired with our
If done well.
with our gold, with our American Blonde, and I was like, okay, tried it. It was amazing. It was amazing. Some of the stuff that he does, really just the infusions, and what we do at the end of every month is we do different coffee infusions. So we'll get involved with different coffee companies here in town, and we'll take 4 of our beers and 4 of their coffees, and we'll do a little coffee infusions with that. And we offer that in a flight. We do a special breakfast thing, so we make a thing out of it, and those are just fantastic as well.
Breakfast, love, beer, great. It can't go wrong.
Yeah.
Second Wednesday of the month, pepper.
Yes.
This is stuck in my head now.
Yeah.
Now, wait a minute. Last of the month, coffee, breakfast, beer.
Jordan will be here twice a month.
That's true, yeah. He's just trying to get me to be here every day.
Jordan will now be here twice a month.
My family's back there. Sorry, guys. I'm never coming home. I got to be here too much.
If somehow you put a different wing on special every day, he'd be here.
I'm the wingman, yes. I love wings.
We have just added wings to the menu here.
Nice.
They have. I had the boneless ones last Friday.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we got great food, awesome beer, event center soon.
Very soon. Yeah, we were getting a lot of requests for private parties and different things.
But it's summer and there's a patio too.
Yes.
Yep.
We've been doing. We just actually
Trivia.
had a cornhole tournament this last Saturday, which
In the
went
parking lot?
fantastic. Yeah, we did the whole side of the parking lot. Probably had 30 some teams. It was a thing.
Nice.
It was a thing. It was an all-day affair. Yes, it was pretty awesome.
Was it blocked off, or was it more like Wayne's World, where it's like
game
car?
off? Game off.
So if I'm not mistaken, next Wednesday there'll be a new pepper beer release.
You are correct.
I like how you.
I am off work.
So am I.
We are off work. We will be here.
Yes.
There you go.
Do we know what pepper beer it is yet?
That I don't know.
No.
It's a secret.
Does it really matter right now?
No.
Exactly. At this
Yeah.
point.
I'm waiting for them to do the Carolina Reaper because I've only had one and I want another one, and it was fantastic.
We've had.
We've had. Well, he hasn't had it. We've had 2.
I've had one.
Yeah. We had Manahan's hot.
Which was
He had a
fantastic.
Carolina Reaper pumpkin beer. Holy crap, it was beautiful.
Pumpkin too. Ooh, that
Yeah.
sounds very interesting.
Pumpkin
was-
chocolatey
yeah.
thing, but it was spectacular.
It did not sound good, but man, he did.
Right.
It worked. It was really good.
Briar Scratch in Gatlin, Tennessee was about the was the only other one. Theirs was great
That
too.
was-
You ever had
That was amazing.
You ever had a pumpkin bread?
Yeah.
yeah.
So take and put chocolate chips in it
Okay.
and put a little heat to it.
All right.
But beautiful heat, but heat
But
on
yeah,
the
it
heat,
was-
heat
Oh my
afterwards,
God.
not just like in your face, burn in your mouth.
It was killer.
It just warms the rest of you, and you're just like, oh.
Taking mental notes.
Yes.
Like, passing, I'm like,
But yeah, you
pumpkin
have to go.
spice
You
and
have to go
da-da-da, yeah.
easy on Carolina Reaper if he tries one.
I would
Yeah,
imagine.
tell him to call him Manahan.
I almost disagree because he thought he went too hard.
Yeah.
And it worked out great.
For us.
Yeah.
I don't know about everybody else,
Yeah.
but
Sellable, maybe not.
no, actually, he sold out because he only gave us a little. He sold out of it over at.
He was surprised at it. Yeah, he thought it was gonna be too hot, and it sold right out.
So suggestion,
Yeah.
Carolina Reaper,
There you
So
go.
now, I guess we can get away from the beer a little bit.
just for a minute, and then we gotta wrap them up a little bit.
What
but-
else do you have coming up that you are excited about?
I mean, really, it was just everything.
Nickel plate.
Really, the nickel plate, the concert series, just summer. We're doing a huge thing. We are going to be the official beer of Spark, which is the Fishers 4th of July festival.
Oh, nice.
So we're
Nice.
brewing. We've gotten together with the city of Fishers, and we're collaborating to brew a beer just for that. So it'll be named for that event. The mayor is going to do a toast then on that Friday night.
Have you
leading
already
into
made
it?
Have you already talked about what it's going to be?
Yes, it's going to be lighter, kind of a.
Well,
fruitier,
obviously, yeah.
So-
But it'll still be
'cause last year-
10.1%.
Yeah, and 11%.
It's not going to be a firecracker beer.
No. This last year during the Spark event, I believe it was like almost 100 degrees, and we came out with the shandy for that event, which
That's not
went
a
over
bad idea,
very
yeah.
well. Yeah, so
Yeah.
we were going to do something on the same kind of lines as that.
Yeah.
So yeah, something nice, super refreshing.
So was it the shandy that you guys have available right now?
No, this was sort of an interesting little mashup-y kind of thing. We were doing the cornhole tournament, and we asked him for something a little bit lighter. He's like, "I'll whip you up a shandy, real quick."
I'll
just whip you up a
I
little
thought you were gonna
shandy.
say like one person had a lemonade in their hand, the other person had a Belgian in their hand, and they ran into each other. You got Belgian in my lemonade. Well, you got your lemonade in my Belgian.
Two great tastes that taste great together.
It's not fucking Reese Cuts.
All right,
But
man.
yes.
Well, we got to wrap it up a little bit here, but thank you for all the beer. Thank you for making some great beer. Thank you for letting us come do a show.
Absolutely.
Anybody else got anything?
Thank you guys so much for being here. Thanks
Absolutely.
you for everything you guys do and being advocates of the the craft beer scene.
Why we're here.
Dig it.
Absolutely.
Dig it.
Let's do another show.
Spectacular. Yeah.
Please
Cheers,
and thank
man.
you.
Let's come back for pepper beer weeks.
There you
Oh,
go.
I'll be here next Wednesday, so I'll be
Yes.
reporting back on that. I can guarantee you. And if he's off, he'll be here too.
Oh, I'm off.
Yeah, we'll be here Wednesday
Time out.
for pepper beer release.
If you know you're going to be off Wednesdays, hang on before we start. If you know you're going to be off Wednesdays, why don't you do a pepper beer review on Wednesdays?
We could. Well, I'm not
Yeah.
always off on Wednesdays, but that doesn't mean I'm either working or I could do
just
it.
Facebook post it, man. Just Facebook
We could do it.
Messenger
Okay, so
It
we're
doesn't
gonna
matter
Facebook Live this.
It doesn't matter when you
Okay.
do it. Just post it on a
you-
fucking
We're
Wednesday.
gonna Facebook Live this on Wednesday. You ready for
You
this?
and Grizz can just
Okay.
Facebook Live a pepper.
We're
beer
gonna do it.
review.
We're gonna do our first pepper beer review, and then we'll try to do it every month after that. So,
I like it.
all
Beautiful.
right,
All right,
sounds
guys.
good.
Cheers.
All right, cheers.
Cheers,
Cheers.
guys.
Thanks.
Met you in a haze of days, a deja vu, blazing down the avenue, trying to make a buck or two. You said you had nothing to lose, amazed and knew you were telling truth, so we blamed the days and drove out for something new. Live on a holiday state. What we grew in the fields is what we ate. Wasn't enough to satiate the hunger in our souls. So I drank the blended cactus and you set up on the road. Where are we going? No one really knows. But in the past you never failed to follow me. Roosters crowing, it's time for you to go. I can hear a freight train whistle and left you with the jug of wine in the Louisville Strip. It was Easter time with the banjo clipped to the back upon his spine. A tin of tobacco, a bag of rice, a nomad's grip on a state of mind. You smiled back, knowing this was not goodbye. Now the rails looking far out. Had a close shave at the building, here's Billy Clyde. You followed through with being insane and dove into the country's veins. Risked it all for a better look. Lost it back to write the book. Where are we going? And no one really knows. But in the past you never failed to follow me. Roosters crowing, it's time for you to go. But if you find the truth, you bring it back to me.
Roast headed, fell to hell, drowned inside a wishing well. Caught a bus back home with a tale too tall to tell.
Glassy eyes and a darkened mind. You sat completely paralyzed, like a ghost who'd lost his grip upon the ground. But life's a big old bitch when you see it transfixed on the pain of the past. Not a hint of progress, it's a comedy. It's a scar on your wrist when you're driven everywhere you go under regret. They say you'll be dead if you can't get rid of all that shit that spins around in your head. If you don't wanna be another throwaway kid, gotta buy yourself a steak, gotta day on a red. But it's so hard letting it go. You keep getting visions of the old line road.